Swarm in the dark. Claws rip skin, we leave our mark. Mud, blood, echo the scream. Super soldiers shattering dreams. Fall, brother down. Freedom calls, we stand our ground. No retreat, no time to pray. Every step forward, bugs decay. Super, we bleed for your rebirth. Super, we drown the swarm in thirst. Super, we bleed for your rebirth. Super, we drown the swarm in dirt. Our shoulder, blood in the sand. No eagle, no way, no guiding hand. Stratagem silent, guns all dead. Brothers falling, paint sky red. Trap, gun, hides embrace. Claws, teeth, tearing my face. Still, I stand still.
Good morning, Helldiving heroes of insanely hard difficulties. That was Ushune Will Burn by Timo, which I can tell you all immediately, it did not go down that way. No, I dare say that my beloved core got its democratic butt kicked in. Between the Hive Lords, the Dragon Roaches, and the Rupture Strain, Ushune managed to acquire a body count roughly 10 times that of Malevelon Creek. 10 times the body count of one of the most legendary campaigns in galactic history, which lasted for months upon months of brutal conflict. And Ushune managed that inside of a week. I would assume that not being able to access her stratagems had a lot to do with that, but really, the Rupture Stray is immune to most of what can be summoned down from on high in general anyway, and Hive Lords are durable enough that most of what we're packed into the party, they can just ignore it. As for the Dragon Roach, I have recently been informed that the wings are a false weak point. Destroying every wing segment is much like destroying the engine circles in the bottom of a Leviathan. The damage is only cosmetic, and you're still gonna need to issue 6,500 damage to the Dragon Roach to bring it down. The mechanics behind Dragon Roach wings are really something too because of how damage is computed. They are 100% durable parts, which means that rather than something like the MG43 doing 90 damage per bullet, it does 23. Because that's how much durable damage each bullet does. Damage to the wings only does 50% damage to the main health pool as well, so you were doing 11.5 damage per bullet, which means that it would take about 560 bullets from a machine gun to kill a Dragon Roach, which is just a little bit over the maximum ammunition a diver can carry for said weapon without the aid of a supply pack. If anything, I would say that the wings are a type of ablative armor that the Terminid can use to shield itself from anti-aircraft fire, and so long as it retains a pulse, it will remain aloft, because apparently this monkey fluffer can fly on nothing more than pure hatred for democracy. Something realism. Yeah, I see no reason to come back from Galatea 37. Have fun with that guy, Helldivers! I have heard that the recoilless rifle has been issued to all Helldivers for free regardless of other loadout choices, which is great if you can hit a Dragon Roach in the head. It should fell the beast immediately if you manage such a shot, but if you hit its wings, you're out of luck. This revelation feels especially relevant because Dragon Roaches are attacking Crimsica currently, laying waste to the city of St. Mary's Church in the hollow of the White Hazel near a rapid whirlpool and the Church of St. Cecilio of the Red Cave II. Yeah, I looked it up. That's what the name translates to from Welsh. I'm not fancy. I might be eloquent in my erudite articulation, but I am not going to bust out perfect pronunciation of the world's second longest town like a Mary Poppins musical number. Yeah, there's a town with a longer name than Lanfear PG II. It's over in Super Thailand, I think. No, I'm not going to attempt that one either. At the same time, Gacrux is playing host to an ongoing Terminid invasion. The good news is that you don't have to deal with the Dragon Roaches and their completely borscht damage models. The bad news is that you guys get the Rupture Strain instead. While all of this is going on, there are signs that the Gloom itself is expanding, which might explain why the Terminids are acting so aggressively. While the Ministry of Truth might be saying that this is completely unprovoked and they have no idea why the bugs are doing this, I think we all know the answer as to why. Hive Lords that the 95th and the 9th were bagging like prized bucks and tying their corpses to the bumpers of their super destroyers? Yeah, I think Commander Rod and the Ghost of Tibet in particular really made these things mad. I guess that slaying a Hive Lord is the equivalent to killing Space Bambi's mom to the Vug-Eye. Who knew? And, putting said Hive Lord's head up in the 95th's mess hall was probably a bad call. Slapping that bad boy up on social media with everybody posing around it, we might be fluffed. Fighting continues in the Orion sector with Super Earth forces pushing up from Terrek in an attempt to corral the bugs back into the Gloom. Progress is slow, but steady, though I imagine that battle lines with the Gloom are going to get redrawn before too much longer. We've got a whole heaping helping of space fire ants, and they are not happy to see us. In fact, I think I can sense what the hive mind Carla thinks about us. She wants to put Super Earth on a skewer and hold it up to a gigantic grill lighter. Then, well, her thoughts go on a bit from there, but regardless, it's not a pretty picture. In light of that, the most recent major order came down to stop 7 Terminid attacks in order to prevent the Gloom from expanding, which might be somewhat doable depending on whether or not Hive Lords decide to show up, or Terminids start redecorating planets with underground tunnel systems. No, sorry, Helldivers, don't go underground. We do not do well separated from the sky. This really demands a whole lot of specialized equipment that you do not have. But maybe if you're nice to them, and buy them a drink, and yell rock and stone, the dwarves of the Deep Rock Galactic Corporation will help you out. In one final bit of news, it appears that the dreaded nerfing to the Coyote did not come down from Arrowhead R&D, but neither did any other bug or technical fixes. Truth be told, Tuesday came and went yesterday with relatively little fanfare or events, so yes, no nerf yesterday. Maybe tomorrow. Or the next day, I don't know. As for me, I'm not worried. Even if the Terminids do somehow manage to overwhelm the Liberation Fleet, I have been watching and learning from your struggles. My Riftbreaker mech can shift its arm cannons into twin miniguns firing 20mm autocannon rounds at 3,000 rounds per minute, with one packing high-explosive incendiary payloads and the other rocking an energy reactive core designed to explode into plasma shrapnel on impact, shredding everything in a 2-meter radius. These things are made of 100% pure, uncut, angelic, fluff around and find out, refined directly from the most pristine deposits of the ore of Nope, distilled into don't even think about it ordnance. Every single shell is denial of existence for everything standing close enough to the target to smell its body odor, straight from a dozen barrels of regret rotating at ludicrous speed. The Omega Titans that I have been testing this weaponry on become a pink mist. That is what Democracy Manifest really looks like, and that's been Liberty's latest with me, Pondera the Radio Angel. Between the Rupture strain being immune to most turrets and stratagems, Dragon Roaches teaching us what victory in the morning smells like, and most likely Hive Lords on their way to utterly wreck everyone's day, it definitely feels like we are on the back foot lately. I'm not really sure what to tell you, Helldivers. You're just gonna have to keep on fighting, and hopefully we'll get something from the ministries to make this nightmarish mess a little bit easier to deal with. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for awesome miniguns that Super Earth won't let you have, but I developed them on my own anyway because there is no such thing as overkill. There is only open fire and, well, time to reload. I'm kidding. My Riftbreaker mech doesn't reload. It has ammunition teleported directly into its magazine feed. Take notes, super dorks. This is how you win wars.